How do you sort out the so-called jargon from real-world practices that work? Do the members of your organization find some business or technology advice utterly confusing? Welcome to Real Talk with Sam Holcman. In this program, we set the record straight, and in terms that business people and technology people can understand. Now, here is your host, Sam Holcman.
Welcome to this edition of Real Talk. I'm Sam Holcman. Thanks for joining me. And the title of this broadcast may be of interest to a lot of people. How to help the CEO understand enterprise architecture and business architecture without losing your job. Many CEOs excel at vision, leadership, and financial acumen, yet remain only vaguely familiar with the disciplines of enterprise architecture and business architecture. They hear the words, they see the frameworks, but they do not always connect with the business value that drives strategy, change, and decision-making. This gap can be quite dangerous. Without architectural clarity, strategic intent often dies in execution. Strategy is very different than strategic intent. Still, educating the CEO on the Enterprise Architecture Center of Excellence EA approach or the Business Architecture Center of Excellence business architecture approach can feel risky. No executive enjoys being taught by a subordinate. And when frameworks, models, and methods sound overly technical, the message can actually backfire. So how do you enhance your CEO's understanding without triggering defensiveness or doubt? A little story from the trenches. A senior enterprise architect once told me how a CEO dismissed an EA initiative as just another IT program. Instead of pushing back, she reframed the story. She created one clear diagram to begin the dialogue, showing how every strategic objective, business process, data flow intersected with a single enterprise model. At the end of the leadership meeting, the CEO held up the same diagram, proudly calling it not enterprise architecture, not business architecture, but our corporate blueprint. The content had not changed. The context had. That is the art of education of executives in action. By the way, of course, it's a bit of a tightrope that we walk. Most CEOs are not resistant to structure or logic, but they are allergic to abstractions. The moment architecture sounds academic or too tool-driven, too framework-driven, too cult-driven, you lose the narrative. Your goal is to not teach architecture. It is to illustrate its impact. Connect EA-COE EA and BA-COE BA concepts to the outcomes the CEO already values. You know what they are: alignment, efficiency, risk reduction, agility. This is how you make architectural thinking an executive asset rather than operational mystery. Let me provide you with 3 practical strategies that we use with our clients. Invite the CEO to a discovery session, not an instruction session. Executives do not want architectural briefings. They want strategic conversations. Frame your EA-COE EA and your BA-COE BA sessions as business alignment or transformation workshops, not methodology reviews. Better yet, if you can, bring a third-party EA-COE EA or certified architect or a BA-COE BA certified facilitator with you if those people have the ability to communicate as human beings to human beings. I know that sounds a bit abrupt, but human consumable understandings to executives is very different than technology enablement. This removes any sense of hierarchy and shifts the conversation to peer-level exploration of value rather than a tutorial. Another strategy: show, do not tell. Skip the jargon, build a visual that speaks for itself. A one-page business architecture representation tied to strategic initiatives. An enterprise architecture blueprint linking investments to outcomes. A digital value chain showing where duplication and waste occurs. These simple visuals let your CEO see architecture, not hear about it. Demonstration creates understanding. Conversation creates ownership. Third possible strategy, wrap architecture in business language. Translate architectural precision into executive relevance. Instead of future state architecture, say a clear picture of where our business is going and what it takes to get there. Instead of business capability maturity, say how to ready each part of our organization to deliver on its strategy. Instead of AI data governance, say ensuring our ensuring our AI decisions reflect business logic, not black box guesses. Black box guesses gets the CEO possibly in trouble too. Every architectural point should connect to a business result, not a framework definition. Now, what's the payoff of all of this? When you approach EACOE EA or BACOE BA this way, you stop teaching up and start enabling leadership. Your CEO gains confidence in architectural decisions. You earn greater trust and involvement, and your organization begins to treat architecture not as a cost, but as a competitive capability. As we like to say, you get a seat at the big person's table. The outcome? Strategy clarity at the top, sustainable transformation in the middle, and an extensive career for you. Because when the CEO understands the EACOE enterprise architecture approach and the BACOE business architecture approach, everybody wins. Please reach out to us at www.eacoe.org and www.bacoe.org. We're ready to assist you in this journey.
Thank you for tuning in to Real Talk. Be sure to join your host, Sam Holcman, again for another edition of our program. We'll have more real topics of discussion then.